think you're grieving.
I'm grieving.
Some people see me every day. I'm always happy. And they smile at me. It makes me feel sad.
In 2015, I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer. And when I was diagnosed, I was on a tour launching a product line. So I had to spend my days doing the tour like everybody else has to do, work through a diagnosis, and then in the afternoons and evenings, do doctor's appointments. I myself couldn't find anything online that was going to share with me what it meant to have breast cancer and what the treatments were going to look like. What was all the information from all the doctor's appointments? What, if I chose to get a double mastectomy, what did that really look like? And what did that feel like? And what would my day-to-day be? So my mission is to bring early detection to the awareness of everyone first and foremost, but secondly, show what it looks like to go through the process of dealing with breast cancer.
This is the first time that I've ever filled out a form and had to write down the reason for my exam, breast cancer.
When I was diagnosed, I decided to allow someone I worked with to film everything. First and foremost, so I would have a reference from the doctors, but secondarily, we thought, hey, if we get enough information and it's meaningful enough and it's helpful enough, we may create a documentary. Well, by the time we got done, we had stacks and stacks of tapes. We shot on a tiny, tiny little handheld home video camera. No audio, no lighting, no cinematography, no anything. And we just documented the entire journey.
What worries me is my sisters and my brothers, and they can get it and we don't catch it in time. That's what scares me. What scares me is that this stuff just goes through your body, and what if it's somewhere that we don't know where it is, and it develops? How do you know it's not in your liver or your spleen, or God only knows where it travels and where it pops up?
Every single doctor that I spoke with told me that I needed a double mastectomy. Now, I was diagnosed when I was 48, and they all say that the epidemic is coming from women in their 30s and 40s, which is quite young, and goes against the recommendations for when you should first start getting your mammogram. Had I waited for the recommendation, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. I was diagnosed in March and I had my surgery in May, and in March it was in 3 separate unrelated areas, and by mid-May when they got in there, it was everywhere. So I was very fortunate, first and foremost, that they found it. Secondly, that I was able to eradicate it right then and there.
Now that we're on the other side, I realize how important it was for me to be there. She wasn't necessarily paying attention to all the details. You know, once you hear the word cancer, you just kind of, you know, that you're kind of stuck on that.
What's your name?
I'm Sandy.
And your last name?
Me.
That whole process was it was difficult. It was difficult to watch her go through it.
Everybody sees you as Sandra Lee, like the food expert or the lifestyle person. And for me, what I believe I was supposed to do with this is to share with other people what it looks like. And that's what I've done.
If you're not in the right place at the right time and you don't catch it, it's the scariest disease.